The GAC Sports Network welcomes you to the following presentation of the Great American Conference.
It's time for the nightcap here in Southside Arena, Fort Smith, Arkansas. Day one of the Great American Conference Tournament. And we are ready for our second men's basketball quarterfinal of this 2025 edition. I'm Joey McWilliams along with Luke McConnell and Sierra Clark. It is a privilege to get to be here and talk basketball. We've had 3 in the books today, and the top seeds have won all of them. 2 number 2 seeds, 1 number 1 seed, 1 number 1 seed ready to go tonight. Southern Nazarene, the regular season champions in men's basketball, and the number 8 seed, Arkansas Tech, coming in, working their way in under Coach Mark Downey. And this is the defending tournament champion, Luke. Had to fight to make it into the field of 8.
Yeah, had to win their last 3 in the regular season in order to get in. They needed some help along the way over the course of those 3 games. But they got what they needed to do to get into the tournament. This is a rematch of last year's GAC tournament final. That was the 1 seed Arkansas Tech, the 4 seed Southern Nazarene. Completely different roster for SNU. A lot of the same guys for Arkansas Tech, but very different situation, very different stakes here, at least initially. But at the end of the day, the stakes are the same, because in the Great American Conference, it's win or go home.
Arkansas Tech's starters being announced right now. Let's take a quick look at them. Cade Schaefer, he's a guard. He's a 6-foot senior from Russellville, Arkansas, the hometown boy getting the start tonight. There you see Braden Tanner, a 6'1 sophomore from Dardanelle, just down the road from Russellville, as well as Sean Cobb. Cobb, a 6'7 senior forward from Williamston, Michigan. Also starting tonight for Arkansas Tech, Cassius Brooks, a 6-foot senior from Chicago, Illinois, and Sabian Sims, a 6'7 grad student from Coralville, Iowa. The Wonder Boys are coached by Mark Downey. Meanwhile, you look at the coach of the year of the Great American Conference, no less. Southern Nazarene's B.J. Foster. And Luke, Southern Nazarene coming in, well, they've been on a bit of a roll of late.
Yeah, they won their last 2 last week to snap a 4-game losing streak. And unfortunate timing with the losing streak. 3 or 4 of those 4 were on the road against 4 of the top 5 seeds in the GAC coming into this tournament. So just the timing of it was poor late in the year, and certainly cost them a chance at an at-large berth in the Central region. But they've been one of the best, if not the best, all season long in the Great American Conference, going 17-5 in the regular season.
Just announced the starting lineups. Tracy Godfrey Jr., there you see him, a 6'7 forward. The junior from Lubbock, Texas, also on the starting lineup tonight for the Crimson Storm. Number 13, James Burris, a 6'7 junior from Phoenix, Arizona. And Stevie Strong, a 6'1 guard, senior from Kansas City, Missouri, along with Baron Bracey, a 6'2 guard, a junior from San Diego, California. And Bam Johnson, 6-foot guard, a junior from Carson, California. We mentioned B.J. Foster in his second year with the program at Southern Nazarene, also just recently minted as the coach of the year for the GAC. Arkansas Tech coming in as the 8th seed. They're wearing the gold uniforms for the visitors on the scoreboard tonight. Letters in green, numerals in white, trimmed in green. Southern Nazarene, the home team on the scoreboard. They'll be wearing white jerseys as long as they play this weekend, as they are the top seed. And the crimson, numerals and letters. Our final game of day one. Delayed just a bit, and now is underway. Appreciate that official not giving me the opportunity for the smooth segue there.
That's right.
That's all right. We'll have a good call here in our final game of the night. It's the nightcap, the Wonder Boys and the Crimson Storm.
For Arkansas Tech to try to get off to a hot start here and just continue the momentum over the last 2 weeks.
Well, you had to have it. Coach Downing said he was admittedly disappointed for the way things go. I mean, there was a lot of change from one year to the next as that shot does not fall. Sean Cobb can't get that one to go. And here comes Stevie Strong to bring the ball up the court, get things underway for Southern Nazarene.
Tech definitely on the wrong end of the transfer portal from last year. They could have returned the entire team as Stevie Strong buries the corner three for SNU. Could have brought the entire team back from last year, but lost a couple players, Taylon Peter and Tommy Camerad, to D1 transfers.
Contact well away from the basket, and the long two-pointer will go in for Arkansas Tech. Cade Schaefer doing the honors. And on the scoreboard it says 3 still. I think it was a 2.
It was. It just got it fixed up there.
How about one more from outside the arc? And Strong can't get this one to fall. Contact, but no whistle there in the early going, so Strong will reset. Shot clock back to 14 now as the Crimson stored hold of that 1-point advantage. Move the ball around, stops at the right wing, inside the pass to Godfrey, up and in, off the glass. Great ball movement. Bam Johnson stops the flow all the way around, but finds the open man inside. It's a double team on Schaefer, kicks back out. Schaefer will take it again, and the Crimson Storm go back to that man-to-man look.
Tech, the best defensive team statistically speaking in the conference, but SNU's right behind them. And before that, 4-game losing streak was arguably the best numerically before gave up, went through a stretch of 5 games where they gave up 80 points a game.
Off the glass, this one rolls all the way around the rim, but will not fall. Crimson Storm still up by 3, and you're right. You talk about scoring defense, and these two teams are at the top of the list in the Great American Conference. Offense, though, a little bit of a different story. Both teams in the bottom half of the rankings when it comes to points scored. Quick foul. Foul's going to go against Strong, his first personal.
Yeah, when you look at the reasons for the scoring, 2 different stories. SNU's more of a methodical approach. They're 4th in three-point shooting, 4th in field goal percentage. Tech on the other side, 10th in field goal percentage and 11th in three-point percentage shooting, just under 30% as a team per game. So it's been a struggle offensively this year for the Wonder Boys.
Second free throw will fall. So the Wonder Boys are back to within 1 early going here from Fort Smith. First year that the Great American Conference Tournament is here at the Oklahoma-Arkansas state line in Fort Smith, and beautiful facilities here in Southside Arena. Another three-pointer taken, that one well off the mark by Burries. And Schaefer will bring it up.
With it being in Arkansas for the first time, it's the rare moment. The first time that SNU not going to have the partisan crowd behind them. That certainly is in favor of Arkansas Tech from the fan participation here in the stands at Southside Arena. A lot more green and gold than crimson and white.
And that one all the way around the rim for Sims that time, and it doesn't fall on the other end. So rim a little unkind to both these teams. Up and off the glass and in for Stevie Strong. Went high off the glass that time. Saw a defender coming in. Was able to avoid the quick defense there. And it floats harmlessly in for the score for the Crimson Storm.
Avoid the unkind rim by not hitting it.
Quick shot, mid-range jumper. Not going to fall for Brooks. And a rebound for Southern Nazarene. Both teams, you kind of get the feel right now, Luke, they're just kind of feeling one another out here in this neutral site.
Both games with these two schools, tight ones. SNU won by 5 in Russellville. It was a 2-point win for the Crimson Storm in Bethany. I would imagine we're going to have another tight one here this evening.
First media timeout. Southern Nazarene on top by 3. Crimson Storm have been taking shots from long range. 4 from outside the arc. They've made only 1, but that is the difference in the score right now.
Before the house, before the office, the late nights and new bosses. Before the last hugs, the wins and the losses. Before building the team, before building yourself, the rise and grinds, all day, every days. Before the letter, before the dream, there was a kid who loved to play. If you have the talent and dedication to succeed in school and in sports, we'll provide the opportunity.
It's your moment. It's your moment.
It's your moment.
Coach B.J. Foster, Coach of the Year. Second season for Southern Nazarene. He's played in a number of conference tournaments and conference championships as well in his time as the head coach. Bringing consistency to the program, keeping the consistency with the program. Coach Adam Bohach taking Southern Nazarene deep into the GAC tournament for a number of years, and Coach Foster coming in and continuing that consistency into the contest now, by the way, coming out of the break. A 6'3" grad student from West Palm Beach, Florida, Jeremy Golson, one of the members of the All-GAC team. Also checking in for Southern Nazarene is Kobe Henderson. That one tipped around. Shot clock did not reset as Southern Nazarene retains possession. Down to 10 now. That one thrown somewhere near the basket off the glass. And the rebound to Arkansas Tech. No numbers for Schaefer, so he'll stick around and wait for some of his friends to show up. Brooks taking it straight toward the basket and looking down low. Can't find Cobb's hands. That will go out. Last touch, however, by Southern Nazarene.
Yeah, not a great look from Stevie Strong on that second shot. The first one was a great drive and kick from Henderson back to Strong in the corner. Strong will take a quick breather here.
Now, Strong checks out as Bam Johnson checks back in. Also into the game for Southern Nazarene is Timur Krupalia. Brooks backing down low. No double team to come over that time. Brooks with an opportunity, one-on-one. About 7 feet out, can't get the hook to fall. And so another opportunity now for the Crimson Storm.
Something to watch. Stevie Strong paying some attention to his right knee on the SNU bench as Henderson gets free for the deuce for SNU.
That was a nice look inside by Baron Bracey as well. Give him the assist and a 5-point advantage now for the Crimson Storm.
Strong definitely in some discomfort over there, so that's definitely something to watch as the evening goes along.
Backing down low for Arkansas Tech. 2 points for Sabian Sims.
Sims a considerable size advantage on Henderson, who's 6'4", but he's also pretty thin. Sims basically a power forward out there.
Krupalia backs down, spins around off the glass and in.
Krupalia's been good this year in the backup big role, but with Tracy Godfrey averaging 14 points a game over his last 11, Krupalia's time on the court's been reduced some, but good to see him getting on the board early. And Sean Cobb, another guy who has come on late, 12 points per game over his last 3, and 9 boards per game as well. Had a great week, great time in the win streak for Arkansas Tech.
Krupalia with the giveaway up top. Skip pass, right side. Henderson steps on the baseline. Says he might have had help to get there. Doesn't matter. It's going to be inbound for Arkansas Tech as substitutions check back in now. And for the Wonder Boys, Robert Miller, a 6'5 sophomore from Dardanelle, Arkansas, as well as Albright Abode, a 6'9 junior from Waterford, Ireland.
Wonder Boys just 3 of 10 so far from the field. SMU's done a nice job defensively. Stevie Strong back in there now for Baron Bracy.
Brooks from the left corner, won't roll in, and the rebound to the Crimson Storm. Arkansas Tech patient on offense, running the play, designing things well, trying to make something happen. Crimson Storm now with another opportunity. Krupalia kicks outside, Strong for 3 off the back iron, and the board to the Wonder Boys.
It's great ball movement there. Strong's had 2 wide open corner threes, just hasn't knocked them down. But you love the ball movement.
Miller giving away this time to Schaefer, and Schaefer finds his way down low. Quick 2 points for Arkansas Tech, and a good drive to the basket for Schaefer. Wonder Boys now within 1.
Schaefer's had a rough go of it this year, shooting just 34%. He comes up with the steal there. Tech can take the lead with a bucket here.
Krupalia trying to thread the needle there to Golson, can't find him. Schaefer's going to keep it, try this one more time. Delayed shot, sent back. Schaefer will get it back, and Brooks misses the 3. Krupalia out of his hands.
It'll be SNU basketball.
Yeah, it's going to go to the Crimson Storm any way around. Immediate timeout. We will take that one as well. Southern Nazarene still with a lead here in our final quarterfinal game of day 1.
Everyone tells you to think about the future, but we know there's growth in the journey. At ATU, we value this moment because here, nature becomes your classroom. So breathe it in. You've got this. Right here, right where you are. Focus on the now, because our focus is on your success.
At East Central University, we educate and empower students to transform the world. We provide an exceptional hands-on learning experience with professors who really go that extra mile. East Central University encourages students to become who they are meant to be while making lasting memories. East Central University, welcome home.
Concession stands open, Luke.
That's a well-cooked burger.
Absolutely. Get
That
this point of the
SNU
day.
players eating over there. Nice medium on that. That is a perfectly cooked burger right there, Joey. Some good pink on the inside there.
This is the point of the day where we wonder if we've eaten well enough. Been through 4 games and off and on.
Yeah, that chili was excellent.
Absolutely, it was. Southern Nazarene did get the inbound, and so with just less than 11 minutes to go here in the first half, a 1-point advantage. Crimson Storm will see what they call coming out of the timeout. They call for a quick shot that time. A nice jumper on the left side by Baron Bracy. It goes in, and Southern Nazarene's lead is back to 3.
Bracy's been an outstanding find for SNU this year. Really consistent across the board, but he's one of those guys that he's not looking for his shot. He's going to do whatever the team needs him to on any night. There's nights where he's had 4 shot attempts. There's nights where he's had 15.
Looked like Miller rushed that just a bit. Goes beyond the basket and draws an Arkansas Tech foul. Abode mixing things up down low, picks up the foul. some nominal full court pressure from the Wonder Boys, and they will stay with the man defense. Strong, left baseline, kicks back out. Bracey with the skip pass, corner, and the 3 ball will not go this time for Johnson. Schaefer, meanwhile, tries a long 3 as well. 3 consecutive trips with 3-pointers taken and missed fairly badly from both these two teams. There's Bracey, kicked out. Golson for 3. This one falls, and Southern Nazarene doubles its advantage up to 6.
Jeremy Golson getting hot would be huge for SNU. Just 33% from deep in February, and the one game in March last Saturday. But he was hovering around 46, 47% for a lot of the year before kind of falling off a little bit as the season wore down. And him getting back to good shooting is going to be huge.
Got a foul as Brooks drives in. It'll be Johnson that picks this one up. Sierra, as it's a tight contest right now between the 1 and the 8 seeds. Some shots falling, some shots not so much, but tell us a little bit about these teams.
Yeah, these are the top 2 defenses in the conference, with Arkansas Tech at number 1 and Southern Nazarene at number 2. And this Wonder Boys team won the conference championship last year, made it to the tournament, but then they were hit by that transfer portal, and of course, like you said earlier, had to win those last 3 games to get in. Rather, with Southern Nazarene, they're still a number 1 seed, but they were also hit by that transfer portal, and this team has all new players, but they're still a number 1 seed. So that is just a testament to how everyone has bought in to this team right now.
Fight for it, and on the court, eventually, we are going to come away with a foul, so he gets charged on this one.
To be Godfrey.
Yeah, working for it hard after it comes off the glass. Godfrey picks up the foul, so Tech will get the ball back here. Less than 9 minutes remaining in the first half. And for Arkansas Tech, substitution coming in now. First time we get to see tonight Jacob Zenon. He's a junior from Fort Worth. See if he can help that offense a little bit for Coach Mark Downey tonight.
And this is what's plagued Tech all year. It's not necessarily the talent or the defense, so they just haven't made shots.
Golson can't get this one to fall. Godfrey underneath has it taken away. Quickly the other direction, and Brooks knocked out of his hands, but last touch, they say, by Godfrey. And another media timeout, quick one. And Luke, lots more games tomorrow, obviously. 4 more quarterfinals on the docket, 3 and 6 seeds and 4 and 5 seeds, as winners of this first day get the day off. So that's one of the benefits of being one of the top 2 seeds in the tournament. If you can hold serve and win your first round game, you get a day off and get a chance to refamiliarize yourself with the atmosphere. In this case, it's a new atmosphere, and then prepare for Saturday's games, and you get to scout, just sit in the bleachers and enjoy.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a great benefit for how this tournament is set up. You get that day off, regroup, and and honestly, the first 3 games so far, I mean, there was some effort and fight needed, but all 3 double-digit wins so far this evening and afternoon. I would be shocked if there's a double-digit win here tonight with these 2 and the way they're going at it. But right now, Arkansas Tech just can't find the basket. 4 of 18, 22%. They're 0 of 6 from 3. SNU doing well inside, but just 2 of 10 outside. So 5 of 7 inside the arc for the Crimson Storm. So they lead this one 16-10.
You look at that, and I was looking at Southern Nazarene's 3-point shooting a little bit earlier. These 2 teams combining right now to go 2 for 16. 12.5% outside the arc for the 2 teams combined. Pretty sure that's not how either coach drew it up. Brooks goes around a screen from Sims. Still looking at Sims and seeing a little bit of Rip Hamilton out there on the court. Drop a few more 80s and 90s NBA references before the day's over with.
Indeed. Brooks really struggling. That one, I don't even know what happened there.
Shot a little bit too strong. Rebound to the Crimson Storm. Everyone getting into the action now for both these teams. Unfortunately, it's been the iron unkind. 23 and 23 going at it with Cobb and Godfrey down low. Going to come away with a foul. Well, of course, it's on 23.
I knew it was going to be on 23 either way.
Didn't see which direction the call got, and it's going to go against Cobb. So the Nazarene keeps it. Coach Foster seems to be a lot more animated about this than what you might imagine.
I think he's wanting them to look at something from Cobb. Mark Downey was pretty excited, demonstrative, encouraging Sean Cobb. BJ Foster saying there was something not basketball related on that.
That was where, you know, you think, okay, well, the foul went on the other team, so you're going to get to throw this one in. But now there was a little bit more, according to Coach Foster, than maybe met the eye. Saw the mix-up down low, but to borrow a hockey reference, the gloves were already off. The fight had already started. It was well away from the ball. So
and Godfrey's a really aggressive player, and so it's something that Cobb's going to have to deal with, and Cobb certainly not one to back down. He's a real tough guy as well inside. So, and the officials really have let him play so far. Just 5 fouls between the two teams with 7.5 minutes to go in the first half.
And looking at this, and we've seen a little bit of the replay, one of our monitors up here, and you see there the elbow. That could be where the foul was, or what's a little bit of extracurricular there. That right arm, bit of a forearm there from Cobb. I don't think we're going to see anything additional coming out of this one. No call from the officials that's giving it an additional weight. So just a personal foul.
But if nothing else, if you're BJ Foster, you've had the official go to the monitor and look real close at what the opposition was doing to your player there.
Exactly. You sow some seed every now and again.
Exactly. Coach is always 2 steps ahead.
Three-pointer no good. Cobb comes away with the board. That one too strong for Bracey now, and here comes up the court Tanner. He'll get this one back. Well, drew 2 players out there for just a moment. Now to Brooks. He's going to try to drive into the lane. Won't take that baseline. Tanner, as the shot clock winds down, kicks out. Zenon for 3, rattles all the way around and in. Big time basket.
Huge three for Arkansas Tech. Their first field goal in their last 9 attempts. SNU hadn't scored in 3 minutes now. That was tremendous defensive possession for the Crimson Storm, but just a great shot by Zenon as it wound down.
Tech's going to draw another foul here.
That's going to be 2 on Sean Cobb now. So he reached in on Burries.
Abode checking back in. Cade Schaefer as well for Arkansas Tech. Bam Johnson in the contest for the Crimson Storm now. He'll inbound. Finds Bracey. Bracey loses control. Golson tries the 3. That's good from the left wing. And Golson now 2 for 3 from outside the arc. That's where he's taken all of his shots in this contest. He has 6 points, and it's a 6-point game again.
Again, a good sign for SNU if he can get going.
Double team high. Driving in is Sims.
Godfrey tried to take the charge, but he was not square. And that's going to be number 2 on Tracy Godfrey for SNU.
So Sims will go to the basket, count it right now, and he'll get another shot here as we look at this again. Say a little bit of movement down there. So Sims attempting his first free throw of the evening. That had a high arc and barely drew rim. Rebound by Kupalia. I think that was to your point you made a while ago, a little bit earlier in a game tonight. You talked about the fact that you can sit up, but you can't roll.
Yeah, the official indicating that Kupalia was bobbling the ball.
Johnson lets go of that one early. Looked like he may have lost control of it. He's going to draw the foul anyway and gets a benefit here, but he was bailed out by that whistle. He lost control of that ball on the way up.
Rick Downey still complaining about the lack of a travel call on Krupalia. Johnson just a 53% free throw shooter. Going back to January 16th, he's just 4 of his last 14 now at the free throw line.
That was the point I was going to make, Luke. If he makes this first one, there's a really good chance he's going to miss the second one. But of course, when you mention those things as an announcer at the free throw line, it always takes the opposite effect.
Indeed. So Johnson's first points of the ball game. This one feels a lot more intense than a quarterfinal so far, Joey.
Likely because these two teams met last year and probably haven't forgotten it, the ones who were a part of that game. And the Tech fans really want Johnson to have been called for a travel. Looked like he just hadn't quite gotten control of it yet. Johnson well outside the arc. Can't get the screen there. Double team comes out. Shot clock down to 10. Bracey, 16-footer. And we have a foul. This one's going to go against Southern Nazarene. James Burries picks up the foul.
Well, Sims might have gotten a piece of that as well.
Peterson checks back in for Arkansas Tech. Strong checking back in for Southern Nazarene. Tie ball.
That's a nice job by Bam Johnson. Just reaching in real quick. And not sure what Schaefer was trying to do there. I mean, Allen went past, then he came back, and Johnson was just waiting for him. He just reached in and tied him up. Easy turnover there. That's just the first for Tech here in the half.
Bit of a low-scoring contest so far, but again, you would expect that, as it has been noted, these two teams are good defensive teams.
One thing to note is that Tech's been able to keep this margin tight. Cassius Brooks has been on the bench for a little while now. He was 0 for 7 before heading to the bench. They've been able to stay tight. That one goes right through Abode's hands out of bounds, and that'll take us to our under 4 timeout.
Arkansas Tech doesn't get a shot up there. 2 of their last 11. Coach Downey wanting to make some adjustments before they go to the break. 5-point advantage for the Crimson Storm here on the GAC Sports Network.
Running outdoors, you got to take what nature gives you. We'd like to say we run when they don't. So we want to give you products to be able to run when you don't think you should run, when it's pouring rain outside, it's snowing. We're going to have products for you to get out there. You don't get better sitting on your butt not training. You got to get out there and run.
At Under Armour, it's always about premium textiles. They need to perform, they need to be the best. The merging of hybrid textiles with naturals and new seaming and bonding and super sleek, modern, fast, futuristic designs, that's where we are really going to turn it up a notch. If you look good and you feel good, you're going to perform better.
You've got to bring a snack back. He's prepared for the evening.
Swedish fish in there, maybe?
So.
Gummy fish? What are we working with here?
Pressure again. Length of the court now for Tech. And again, nominal, just showing up down there on the other end and making them work a little bit to get the ball down the court. Looking inside. And nice job by Johnson to get in and draw the foul, so he'll go to the line again.
Johnson forcing the issue. Getting inside multiple times here in the first half.
Well, neither of these teams shooting lights out from the field. Southern Nazarene at 40%. Seems pretty big right now, considering Arkansas Tech shooting just 26.1% from the field.
Yeah, it has been exactly what we expected to be. A defensive struggle between two of the league's top defenses. Of course, Tech's had several of those go wanting, and then Strong nearly took it away from Brooks, who stepped on the end line.
The frustrating thing has to be for the coaches when the open looks are there, because many of these shots have been challenged, but there have been some open looks, and when you can't get those to fall, it makes all the other shots just that much more frustrating.
Surprised Tech has not gone to Sabian Sims a little bit more. He's got a size mismatch on Colby Henderson inside. As far as a height and girth perspective.
Yeah.
But they have not really gone to him at all to take advantage of that.
Well, Schaefer, after he lost the ball, nearly tackled Bracey over here near our bench. Picks up the foul. Looking inside, and a nice job. The dish inside to Krupalia. Great pass and a great finish.
Great look by Strong.
Brooks, and that three-pointer goes.
Finally for Cassius Brooks, his 8th field goal attempt and 5th from deep finally gets on the board. That's huge for Tech, as that lead had ballooned to 9.
Looking for Krupalia again. Spin move up and over and in. Tamura Krupalia with 4 quick points.
Tech again screaming for a travel. Krupalia just pivoting, folks. Once again, post moves look like a travel, and then what doesn't look like a travel actually is.
Brooks working his way down. He'll draw the whistle. That one against Henderson. And he'll go to the line to shoot 2.
Let's go back to that bucket by Stevie Strong with Krupalia, as Strong comes up. You see Krupalia come up, set the pick there. Strong just rolls right to the basket. And then as Krupalia rolls off, Abode comes over to help. Krupalia just dives straight to the basket. Easy deuce for the big fella from Bosnia.
Well, Brooks able to convert. He has 5 points now. A couple of trips down the court. Well, the Wonder Boys really needed his points too. A big part of last year's trip to the championship for Arkansas Tech.
A little bit too much ISO there for SNU. A lot of movement there for Bracey. Bracey kind of a thicker guy. He can take Schaefer to the block. Maybe not 18 feet from the basket.
Well, Bracey knocks that away as the pass trying to get into Brooks. And now a 3-on-1. Henderson outside, right side, up the over and in. A 3-on-1 converts, and Southern Nazarene extends its lead to 8.
See that no look from Stevie? That was
absolutely
sweet.
Brooks up this time, no good. Pulled the trigger on that one, pulled the string maybe a little bit too soon. No numbers now for Southern Nazarene. Clock in the Crimson Storm's favor as well. Time ticking away here in this first half.
Yes, and you can hold for the final shot here. Schaefer doing a nice job staying in Strong's hip pocket here.
Make him work for it. Strong slings one, left corner. Bracey pulls up, no good, and the rebound in and out of the hands of two Storm players. And we will go to the intermission. Southern Nazarene 28, Arkansas Tech 20. The top seed with an 8-point advantage. This has been a hard-fought first half. We expect really not much different in the second half.
Them, it's the same thing, and so points are hard to come by. We got to try and create a few opportunities in transition. Hopefully we can get a few more and open it up for us.
Arkansas Tech has the best defense in the conference, so how do you expect to poke a hole through it in the second half?
Well, I mean, like I said, we just got to play our defense. Our defense is pretty good too, and so you know, we want to give them one shot, get out, and then just kind of creep in. Nobody's going to get big runs and get away from each other in this one. We just got to settle in, and we're in for 20 tough more minutes.
All right, thank you so much.
All right, thank you.
Back to you guys.
20 tough more minutes. I think that's what we've expected tonight and what we suppose will probably happen. Luke, really quickly before we go to the break, some stats. Southern Nazarene up by 8 points right now and led in scoring by Timur Krupalia. He has 6 and Jeremy Golson has 6. Both of those players getting their points from two different parts of the court, one inside and one outside.
Yeah, I think SNU 16 points off the bench from Krupalia, Golson, and Henderson. A combined 7 for 8 from the field as well from those three players. And right now, that's a big difference in the game. Tech just 3 points off the bench. Those 3 coming from Jacob Zenon. And you got to like where you're at if you're SNU with your starters, you know, combining for 12 points, your bench for 16. You got to like the idea that the starters are going to get some things going a little bit in the second half and be able to pick things up and maybe put a little bit more distance between themselves and the Wonder Boys.
Wonder Boys led in scoring so far at the half by Cassius Brooks, and 5 of his points, well, all 5 of his points coming in the late going of the first half in back-to-back trips down the court with a 3-pointer and 2 free throws. Southern Nazarene 28, Arkansas Tech 20. We'll take a break. Be back with the second half in just a little while here on the GAC Sports Network.
What does it mean to be a Ranger? It means smaller class sizes, so you're seen and heard. It means graduating debt-free, like over half of our students. It means getting help when you need it through financial aid and scholarships, like more than 80% of our students. To be a Ranger, you're rowdy with excitement. To be a Ranger, you care about your education. To be a Ranger, you saddle up to a challenge and ride to success. Rowdy lives here. Rangers live here. Northwestern. Success lives here.
SWASU has been saying that the focus is you for 20 years. Now that I'm here, I know my voice matters.
It's a true home away from home where the professors really do put the focus on me and my dreams.
At SWASU, it feels like they are cheering me on with so many ways to get involved, like social clubs,
sports, quality academics, and great people who care about your success. For real, the focus is on you.
Open the door to your future at SWASU. Go, go!
SWASU, the focus is you.
So how do you make it? How do you overcome the odds? There's Natasha's way. Be shy, focus on yourself, until they focus on you. Or Juana's way.
Why be one champ when I want to be two?
Be like Yusra. Let nothing
Syrian refugee pulls boat to safety.
destroy your dreams.
Screw fate.
Or maybe you beat doubt one step at a time, like Johnny. What about Zoe? Never satisfied. Not with trophies or stunts. Then there's Dennis. Work with what you got to get what you don't. Or you could be like me. Dream of pro football, get hurt, dream over. Find yourself with just $7 in your pocket. So how did I get here? By being the hardest worker in the room. How are you gonna get here?
The professors care and they go out of their way to make sure that you are going to succeed.
Hi, I'm Rolante. I'm a sophomore at Southeastern, and we help make this video.
Everyone tells you to think about the future, but there's power in the process. We value this moment because at ATU, every moment brings you one step closer to what comes next. You've got this. Right here, right where you are. Focus on the now, because our focus is on your success.
One of the fastest growing universities in the state and the region, Southeastern Oklahoma State University, has classes for bachelor's, master's, and certificate programs. Over 45 degree programs are available with in-person, online, and hybrid options. With a legacy of excellence dating back to 1909, our dedicated faculty and staff are here to make your legacy a great one. Your future starts here at Texoma's University.
Hey, what you doing this for? Just out here for recreational purposes? Working, man.
Mission today is to work hard until you can't go no more. It's always a team mission. Can't get nowhere without the team. It takes everybody.
1, 2, 3. Hey, you better be open. You better be open. Man, listen, There's only one attitude that you gotta bring. Let's go. That you need to bring.
Work. I mean, we come out here every day to get better. If it was easy, everybody would do it, man.
We work out on the street. You feel me? We the best in the nation. We outwork y'all. We outwork anybody. We always grinding, always getting better. Every time I come through these lines, no matter where these lines at, work. Maximum effort.
Let's go.
How to spot a boll weevil. Boll weevils are a fascinating species. They're known to travel in packs, are highly intelligent, and can thrive in any environment. Each and every boll weevil is unique, and they have unique opportunities. But they all share one common trait. Every boll weevil has a bright future awaiting wherever they go. And that's how you spot a boll weevil. Learn more at uamont.edu.
So how do you make it? How do you overcome the odds? There's Natasha's way. Be shy, focus on yourself, until they focus on you. Or Juana's way.
Why be one champ when I want to be two?
Be like Yusra. Let nothing
Syrian refugee pulls boat to safety.
destroy your dreams.
Screw fate.
Or maybe you beat doubt one step at a time, like Johnny. What about Zoe? Never satisfied. Not with trophies or stunts. Then there's Dennis. Work with what you got to get what you don't. Or you could be like me. Dream of pro football, get hurt, dream over. Find yourself with just $7 in your pocket. So how did I get here? By being the hardest worker in the room. How are you gonna get here?
The professors care and they go out of their way to make sure that you are going to succeed.
Hi, I'm Rolante. I'm a sophomore in Southeastern, and we help make this video.
Everyone tells you to think about the future, but there's power in the process. We value this moment because at ATU, every moment brings you one step closer to what comes next. You've got this. Right here, right where you are. Focus on the now, because our focus is on your success.
If you have the talent and dedication to succeed in school and in sports, we'll provide the opportunity.
Back here at Southside Arena as the Southern Nazarene Crimson Storm are on top by 8. Let's take a look at some first half stats here between these two teams. They've combined to go 5 for 23 from outside the arc. That's actually an improvement in the later part of the first half. Southern Nazarene with a considerable edge in field goal percentage, 44%. 27% for Arkansas Tech. Really not a surprise. Again, these two teams are quality defensive teams. Been a lot of hand in the face of shots, but there have been some open looks too that just haven't fallen tonight for either one of these teams. We expect it to be probably a low-scoring game, and that is what we are getting right here, our final quarterfinal of the day. Looking back through this first half, and you have an opportunity to see that Arkansas Tech, the number 8 seed, making some noise, not going away quietly into the night. Not going to take that 8 seed as something different. They were one of the top seeds in the conference last year, shared the regular season title with Southeastern Oklahoma State University, and able to make it to the championship game. And Southern Nazarene, however, also in that championship game and making some noise of their own today. Good shooting all the way around. I mentioned that a lot of it coming from the bench tonight so far in the first half, which gives the Crimson Storm starters some room from which to work, and they can try to make something happen here in this second half. Sims for Arkansas Tech with 4 points. Second on the team in scoring so far for the Wonder Boys. As Luke, it's been pretty much, again, what we expected from this game so far.
Absolutely. Just tremendous defensive performance both ways. SNU maybe just a little bit better. Some of those Arkansas Tech shots, though, good looks that just rattled out, but they've made everything difficult. There has not been a single easy shot in this ball game tonight. With the two teams, a combined 18 of 51, just over 33% from the field for you math folks. But I think the big thing is going to be if the SNU starters are able to get going a little bit more. Stevie Strong just 2 for 8 in the first half. Barron Bracey 1 for 4, and Tracy Godfrey only played 11 minutes in the first half because of foul trouble. If those three can get going a little bit and SNU can keep up the defensive pressure, it'll be hard for Arkansas Tech to come back. And you look at what Tech did in the first half. I mean, obviously Cassius Brooks struggling 1 for 9 from the field, but Sims 2 for 3, Schaefer 2 for 4. I mean, the other starters weren't bad. They just didn't have as many shots, and Brooks missed most of his.
Don't forget, this is just day one. 4 more quarterfinal games tomorrow here on the Great American Sports Network, or Great American Conference Sports Network, excuse me. And I've said that many times in the last 12 years. I think that's the first time I've said it like that ever. The 4 and 5 seed, the women's basketball quarterfinals take place in the early going. 4 and 5 seeds, Southeastern Oklahoma, Southwestern Oklahoma in the noon tip. At 2:15, it's number 3 Oklahoma Baptist and number 6 Northwestern Oklahoma. Then our evening games tomorrow, also quarterfinals. It is going to be the 4 and 5 seeds, Oklahoma Baptist and Henderson State at 5:45, and then the number 3 seed Harding and number 6 seeded Southwestern Oklahoma State. That is the 8 o'clock tip tomorrow night. So a bit of a preview of tomorrow's games. 4 more quarterfinals here on the network.
That Oklahoma Baptist Henderson game is going to be something. Just talking with OBU coach Jason Aker at halftime and just reminiscing on other past teams and who is this and what a big what if 2020 was with 4 GAC teams in the tournament. But mentions that it's always a war between them and Henderson. And so I think that one's going to be quite a dandy of a game tomorrow.
I agree with you. It should be good. We could probably spend and put together our own 30 for 30 of what if just from the GAC alone in 2020. Foul well away from the basket. It's going to go the other direction.
That's 3 on Godfrey, 30 seconds into the second half. Not good for the Crimson Storm. Godfrey's fouled out of 3 of the last 7 games 4 times this year. Struggled with foul trouble early in the year, but kind of righted the ship, but back on the foul train of late. So Krupalia going to have to be the guy leaning on Sean Cobb a little bit.
Brooks had his number called in the opening set of the second half, coming off 5 points to lead his team in the first half. Couldn't get the layup to fall, so we'll see if they try to get it to him once again. Set up in the left corner, Schaefer looking for a screen. Not going to be able to get that one from Cobb. keeps the ball. Shot clock at 10. There's Sims. And he's going to give it up to Brooks, well away from the basket. Long range, left wing three, just short of the mark. And Southern Nazarene will come away with the ball.
Nearly had a wedgie there, Joey. Thursday night wedgie in Fort Smith.
Sounds like the title of an episode of a sitcom. Don't know what sitcom, just fill in the blank. No screen, double team, sling pass to the left side. And Southern Nazarene, as we are going to see an offensive foul. This one also away from the basket, and the ball. It's not going to go against Burries. It's going to go against Krupalia. Or it will go against Burries. Okay, forgive me. Thought that one came away from the contact on the ball. We may have a chance to see that again as Burries will take out opportunity to go sit down now. He'll get a breather, and Henderson checks in for him.
So that's now 2 on Burries. And he sits out.
Man-to-man defense for Southern Nazarene now. Schaefer. And that trip to the basket closed off. The hole opened back up. He slides around and puts that one up and in off the glass. Nice job by Schaefer to stay with it. His trip to the basket, well, it was closed off, but he stuck around till he found the opening. Arkansas Tech with the first 2 points here of the second half. Strong over to Bracy. Right side, steps back. That one comes up short. It would have been a long 2 anyway around.
Maybe it's this rim, Joe.
Could
Had
be.
A couple of those for Tech in the first half. One for SNU here in the second half to start.
Sims works his way down, gets the shot he wants, and it will not fall. Tech with a board. Life for Arkansas Tech. Brooks, jumper from 10 on the baseline won't go. We have a foul, and it's going to go the other direction now. Southern Nazarene will get it back off the Wonder Boys foul. Sims, after he missed the shot, charged for the foul, and usually in a situation like that, that's where the I think the moniker frustration foul comes in.
Yeah, things just really tough right now. And Cassius Brooks now 1 of 12.
Bracy all the way to the basket. This one off the glass and in. Nice job with the left hand. And Coach Downey just shaking his head. That one was made to look too easy by Bracy. Tanner nearly loses control of not only the ball, but his own momentum. Gives it up. Schaefer now backs up. Long 2, rims out, and another board for the Crimson Storm. This one to Strong.
Again, SNU making everything so difficult here this evening.
Including that shot. That one was challenging. Tech comes away with it, and Brooks steps on the line, so it'll be a turnover. It's of the unforced variety.
Well, Joey, I think mentally, when things are this tough, even when it's easy, you're almost seeing ghosts a little bit, kind of like a quarterback who has bad protection in the pocket, even when there's not a threat there. I think the same thing's holding true a little bit offensively here for teams. Even when it's easy, it could feel hard. That was easy from Stevie Strong from the left wing for 3.
Absolutely, and he was open to take that. Schaefer had given a lot of work on defense through the first part of that offensive set for Southern Nazarene, and finally give it up Strong with the 3. Teams have combined now for 7 points here in this second half. Tanner trying to answer with the 3. Can't do it. Ball fought for underneath, and traveling called against Southern Nazarene. It's going to stay on the Arkansas Tech end when we come back of this media timeout. Strong's 3 with a big, big, big 3. And it gives Southern Nazarene a double-digit lead. Back in a moment on the GAC Sports Network.
Everyone tells you to think about the future, but strength, knowledge, and wisdom are what you build along the way. There's power in the process. We value this moment because at ATU, you write your own script to what comes next. So here's your cue. Right here, right where you are. Focus on the now, because our focus is on your success.
I am inspired to lead.
I'm inspired to research. I'm inspired to care for others.
I'm inspired to shape the future.
I'm inspired to tell compelling stories.
I'm inspired to innovate.
I'm inspired to create.
I'm inspired to serve.
I'm inspired to be a champion.
I'm inspired to change the world.
Well, these two teams are battling it out. You see Coach Foster on the right, Southern Nazarene's coach. We've talked about him being Coach of the Year. Coach Downey's in there somewhere for Arkansas Tech there on the left-hand side, imploring his team to stay with it. There still are opportunities in this one for Arkansas Tech. Some of those shots just have to fall, and you have to think at some point in time they're due.
Yeah, I mean, that would be the logical thought train, but at the same time, SNU continues to be where they're at defensively. I don't think that there's ever going to be something that's easy.
Go down low to Cobb. Krupalia battling with him. Cobb up and over and gets that one to fall. And that was hard fought for that basket. Credit to Cobb. The good move inside. And it's back to a single-digit deficit for the Wonder Boys.
Probably could have called a foul on Krupalia there. Got into Cobb as he went up.
Absolutely. Bracy takes it from the left side to the right
again.
again.
The same thing on the other end, too, is Bracy forcing the issue at the bucket.
Top of the key now for Arkansas Tech. And Schaefer to Tanner. That one no good. Rebound Southern Nazarene and Sierra. Hard-fought game right now between these two. And Southern Nazarene still with the lead.
Teamer Krupalia, he was telling him, I need you to get those rebounds. I need you to grab them and bring them down on somebody, and just to be more physical. He's been putting an emphasis on just grabbing those boards.
Absolutely. Well, didn't get a chance for a rebound there. Arkansas Tech with the basket, and Brooks with 2 more points. This game definitely has been physical, and a near steal by Brooks will go out and give Golson an opportunity to check in for Southern Nazarene.
Brooks now 2 of 13 from the field. Tech 3 of 11 in the half. SNU 3 of 6. Man, just everything so tough both ways. The defenses in this one have been just so good. And the officials have let them play, too.
Yeah.
I mean, they've called fouls, sure, like that one there on Schaefer, but there was, if you wanted to, there was about 3 other fouls at some point from the time Strong got it on the right wing to the time he got to the rim. So the officials have let it be a physical game, which suits both of these teams very well.
Strong with the isolation opportunity. He'll go to the line to shoot 2, and he makes the first. Schaefer checks out now. And Arkansas Tech will see Trey Allen now, 6'1" redshirt junior from Russellville, into the contest. Local boys playing for Arkansas Tech. Pair who hail from Russellville, and pair who hail from Dardanelle as well.
The Sand Lizards, Joey.
Sand Lizards. One of the best high school mascots in the country.
Okay, who do you like better? The Dardanelle Sand Lizards or the Atoka, Oklahoma Wampus Cats?
It's close to home for me with the Wampus Cats, but I've become a fan of the Sand Lizard name over the years, so I'm gonna take that one maybe a little higher.
That's fair. But they got some sweet gear.
Strong's going to maintain possession. Finally gives this one off to Henderson. Bracey with a bit of an open look, takes advantage of it. Nice job by Baron Bracey, and you're not going to get a lot of openings tonight. Just a window, little window opening, and he makes the most.
That's one of the most open shots anyone's had all night. We were right behind him, clear as day.
Driving in, up and over, and Allen gets 2 points.
That's a great take by Allen. Took it right in the chest of Golson, created a little bit of space, was able to put in the little floater.
And Bracey called for the carry. Give a couple of Crimson Storm players an opportunity to check back in. Get Bam Johnson back in the game, as well as Tracy Godfrey. Don't forget Godfrey saddled with some fouls. He has 3 right now.
Cobb with 2, Schaefer with 2 for Tech, and that's it as far as foul situations go. Burries also has 2 for SNU, and he's over on the bench right now. See if they go right to Cobb. They do, but fumbled it away out of bounds.
Well, to Tech's credit, the Wonder Boys have, again, been hanging around, but it's just been a gradual advancement of the lead for Southern Nazarene. Arkansas Tech needs to get a couple of good offensive trips matched with a couple of good defensive trips to stick around in this one. Opportunity now on defense, trying to hold Southern Nazarene in check. Bracey backing Brooks down, kick back up, top of the key. Over to Bracey now, right wing. Creates some separation and drains the long 2.
Just
almost
didn't quite
gave the
get
3
his
call.
toe back.
Yeah.
But what a shot from Bracey. Again, he's a guy who's been really steady for SNU this year, has done exactly what they've needed to each game. In games where other players have gone off, he has not.
And Johnson picks up the foul there. And you mentioned just a moment ago that this game's being called in a manner where, you know, there's a little bit of freedom. Bracey took advantage of that to create that separation to get that shot just a moment ago. There's a media timeout on the court, one in which we will take as well, but Southern Nazarene back to a double-digit lead here in Fort Smith.
Before the house, before the office, the late nights and new bosses. Before the last hugs, the wins and the losses. Before building the team, before building yourself, the rise and grinds, all day, every days. Before the letter, before the dream, there was a kid who loved to play. If you have the talent and dedication to succeed in school and in sports, we'll provide the opportunity.
It's your moment. It's your moment.
It's your moment.
One more game tonight.
But he's got more than one game on that phone.
He's making it through.
He's missing a good one on the court, though.
Hey,
tell you.
But see, no, you know that's the thing, though, Luke. I mean, that generation. I watched my son who can seemingly pay attention to 3 monitors at once, so he could be paying attention to the monitor and the game at the same time.
Thought you were about to drift into a hashtag Olds take there. So say, be careful.
I appreciate you bringing me back from the ledge there. Brooks with the ball. Wants to cut into that lead. 1-on-1, stops 3 on Brooks. He gives it up to Cobb down low. Great look, and Cobb with the finish.
Great job by Brooks staying composed as the SNU defense collapsed around him. Super composed, able to just dish it off to Cobb for the easy deuce.
Johnson drives in. Collects a couple of defenders of his own. Kick back up. Shot clock stops for a moment at 11. Now it's inside. Outside three-pointer. That one will hit the top of the apparatus and will be called out of bounds. So Sims will bring it in.
So a lot of time in this one, Joey. Just halfway through the second half. SNU was up big in Bethany against Tech, and Tech came all the way back, took the lead late before SNU closed it out for the 2-point win. So not unfamiliar territory for Tech.
Well, we talked about Tech needing 2 good offensive trips to be backed up with 2 good defensive trips. We've seen the 2 offensive trips as Brooke gets the free throw line shot to go in. Held the last trip down the court. Will it happen again? That one stripped. It'll be out. Last touched obviously by the Wonder Boys. Contact after the fact. A little bit of collision there. Not enough to draw a whistle. Shot clock does not reset. It's at 15. That was just a really good job.
Sims just decked Stevie Strong there.
Yeah, Allen got the ball out first. And you're right, that would have been quite a collision as Strong would have gone to the free throw line for sure if Allen hadn't knocked that away earlier. Quick shot by Golson, drains it. And the inbound play works to perfection for Southern Nazarene. You know, as it causes the coach to walk away. He looked over to the Arkansas Tech bench, and Coach Downey just shaking his head after the great defensive play, and you give up the easy basket on the inbound. Foul down low as Cobb trying to get position, and Godfrey will pick up the foul, and that'll be number 4. Look at this again. That is just
a simple curl.
Yep.
Not even a screen needed. And if you've watched SNU at all this year, Stevie Strong as the inbounder, he likes to get it in really fast. Like as soon as the official gives him the ball, he's tossing it in. And SNU's gotten quite a few buckets this year as a result of Strong just having some little communication with his teammates.
Shot won't fall off the inbound on the other end of the court, though. They ran the play they wanted, just couldn't get that one to go. Golson again. Why not? Looks at the Southern Nazarene bench and says, told you so.
That's his 3rd 3 of the night. He's got 11. That's his prowess from the 3-point line makes SNU just a different animal.
Golson again, one of 3 players on this Southern Nazarene team that made all GAC honors for 24-25. Golson honorable mention. Baron Bracey on the all GAC second team as Brooks goes in, and that will just simply not fall. It looked like it went in for a moment, just popped right back out. Stevie Strong, first team all GAC player as well.
Looked like Krupalia's hand got caught up in the net there. As that one somehow bounces out for Strong, but it looks like Krupalia's hand got caught up in the net on that last play. And he, Tech bench looking for basket interference, but couldn't get a call there. See that 3 again from Jeremy Golson. Listen, you just 5 of 17 from deep. That is one area where they've struggled of late from the 3-point line. Have not been as good as they were in that stretch in the middle of the year. And they had those 3 in a row against Henderson, Ouachita, and Oklahoma Baptist, and just smoked them all at home in January. And that's when everybody was like, okay, we see you, SNU.
Strong with the free throws. And it's a 14-point advantage now, less than 9 minutes remaining here in Fort Smith.
Biggest of the night for SNU. The defense has stayed at a high level throughout the whole evening.
Allen driving in, and a foul. Gonna go the other direction, the offensive foul. Okay, Allen a little bit creating that space we talked about a little bit earlier. Worked on one end, didn't on the other, and oh my goodness, lots of contact there, and Tech fans don't like that. As Strong trying to go for the ball. Collision with Allen, put him on the court, gets back up here, Strong straight to the basket, switches hands, and with the right hand off the left glass, gets his 2 points. Lead now to 16, largest lead of the night extended. And here's Strong, we see it the other direction. Now, there was a lot of contact there, and you can definitely see how that would draw the ire of the Tech fans. Media timeout, under 8 right now. We'll take 1-2. Back in a moment on GAC Sports Network.
What does it mean to be a Ranger? It means smaller class sizes, so you're seen and heard. It means graduating debt-free, like over half of our students. It means getting help when you need it through financial aid and scholarships, like more than 80% of our students. To be a Ranger, you're rowdy with excitement. To be a Ranger, you care about your education. To be a Ranger, you saddle up to a challenge and ride to success. Rowdy lives here. Rangers live here. Northwestern. Success lives here.
We have some of the youngsters performing with the cheerleaders out there as well. Hey, listen, it's basketball. It's March. You have to dance.
That's right. It's the best month of the year.
Now, I say you have to dance collectively. I personally don't need to dance.
No, same. Unless the song that we're dancing to gives the prompts on what to do. You know, cha-cha real smooth.
Even
slide
then
to the left,
yeah, even
slide
then I might
to
be
the
out.
right. I can do that because I'm being told what to do. But if it's play some music and you're on your own, yeah, no, that's not my jam.
Dude, I'm married to a choreographer. I'm being told what to do all the time in more ways than one. Man, I hope she's not listening right now. Anyway.
Oh, she choreographs dance. I thought you meant she choreographs your life.
Yes, that too.
In a positive way.
In a positive way. You're going to give me a chance to work my way out of this. Under 8 remaining here as the Wonder Boys trail by 16 now with the ball. And had a couple of good looks there, but Southern Nazarene just extended this lead. Trips down the court where they took advantage. Arkansas Tech could not get the ball to go in the hole and stay there. That one off the back iron. Nice rebound by Cobb. Looking for an outlet. Shot clock reset. Back to 20. Cobb goes in. Up and over Krupalia again. It's one of their best options of the night tonight.
That's a great take there by Sean Cobb. He's got 8. 4 of 7 from the field to go along with 5 rebounds. He's been playing really well the last couple weeks. A senior in Williamston, Michigan. So he's been doing really well. Oh, no way.
Double team.
Oh, man.
The double team caused Golson to be open. And
did you
wow.
see that pass, Joey?
Yes. He made him pay.
Unbelievable.
Cobb kicks it back out. Schaefer one-on-one. Trying to find that open look. Sims wanting to create some space there himself. Shot clock winding down. Schaefer from the left corner, in and out again. Story of the second half for Arkansas Tech.
It'll be immediate timeout. It'll stay here with Tech. It went off a couple SNU players. BJ Foster not pleased about it, but there's that pass from Stevie Strong. I mean, come on. Come on.
Keep it right here, GAC Sports Network, as Arkansas Tech. You know, the Arkansas Tech Athletic Department year in and year out brings the cheerleaders here to the Great American Conference basketball tournament. You see them performing right there. That's something we're used to seeing. Don't forget, 4 more games tomorrow. We talked about that. 2 women's games, the noon and 2:15 game, and 2 men's games in the evening, the 5:45 and 8 o'clock games. 4 and 5 seeds and 3 and 6 seeds, respectively.
You know, Joey, I wanted to talk for a second about the Coach of the Year race here in the GAC. BJ Foster is Coach of the Year on the men's side. So many deserving candidates this year. You look at what Weston Jamison did at Harding. You look at what Dennis Nutt has done at Washington. You could honestly make a similar case for Dennis Nutt for what I was going to say here, but every single player on SNU's roster has never played with anyone else on SNU's roster. You look at how they work together, especially on the defensive end, just how together they are. They're switching things, they're communicating. I mean, frankly, they're pretty suffocating defensively. And BJ Foster and his staff been able to do that with a bunch of players who've never played together before, never been with any of these coaches before. And yet they look like the more together team tonight than the group on the floor. The 5 Tech players out there right now all played together last year. You throw in Braden Tanner over there on the bench as well. So 6 of these guys who've been playing big minutes as Krupalia.
What a look. Bracy finds Krupalia and the big-time jam. 19-point advantage now for Southern Nazarene. And finally for Brooks, a little bit of an opening there, takes advantage of it, 2 points. Tech trailing by just 17, but 2 trips down the court back-to-back, and wow.
How do you say poster in Sarajevo?
We should look that one up. I'm sure Google has an app somewhere.
Still a lot of time left. Tech can get back in this if they don't
like
turn
that,
the ball
though.
over.
Strong comes away with it. Cross-court pass. Golson one more time. That one won't go. Another foul on the court. Looking to get the rebound. It's going to stay with Southern Nazarene. Foul against Arkansas Tech.
Bracy cleared out. You see the dunk. Krupalia,
Wow.
Cassius Brooks coming underneath, making a business decision there to not go up with that. And Bracy still down on the baseline for SNU.
By the way, I gave Bracy the credit for that assist. It was Strong with the assist. And so part of the Southern Nazarene staff coming over to check on Bracy. Going to stay on the Southern Nazarene end.
He might have just hit the ground hard. Trader's not.
Let's go ahead and take a break here, and we'll come back in just a moment. We'll let things be sorted out here, and we'll get a chance to attend to Bracy. Back in a moment on the GAC Sports Network.
SWASU has been saying that the focus is you for 20 years. Now that I'm here, I know my voice matters.
It's a true home away from home where the professors really do put the focus on me and my dreams.
At SWASU, it feels like they are cheering me on with so many ways to get involved, like social clubs,
Sports, quality academics, and great people who care about your success. For real, the focus is on you. Open the door to your future at SWASU. Go Dogs! SWASU, the focus is you.
So how do you make it? How do you overcome the odds? There's Natasha's way. Be shy, focus on yourself, until they focus on you. Or Juana's way.
why be one champ when I want to be 2?
Be like Yusra. Let nothing
Syrian refugee pulls boat to safety.
destroy your dreams.
Screw fate.
Or maybe you beat doubt one step at a time, like Johnny.
Bracy on his feet makes his way back to the bench. And Took a little contact, trying to go up for that rebound a little earlier. Allen charged with a foul. You see right here in the lower part of your screen, and that was Allen with the right hand. Watch it again. Contact underneath. They have given Allen a flagrant foul. One. Contact to the head is what the official is telling us. It was upgraded to a flagrant one because of contact to the head. Bracey out right now, and Burry's shooting the free throws for him. It's going to stay with Southern Nazarene here, though. Allen's gone out for Arkansas Tech. Golson, the inbound. Strong, top of the key, has that tapped away. He's going to stay with Southern Nazarene. Shot clock at 10.
See if the Wonder Boys can mount one last defensive surge with 5 minutes left. Still, this one far from over. With their defense, they can get SNU out of sorts just as easily as the Crimson Storm can do it the other way.
Strong, hard to the basket, goes up and over.
I guess
nice
Stevie
look.
Strong's trying to tell me no. He's trying to send me the Vince Carter gif.
You get in trouble for those kind of motions anymore. Vince Carter's old school. Johnson over to Strong now, and he'll bring it up. An opportunity to build the lead up into the 20s. Strong just lost control of it. Dribbled off his foot, out of bounds. So Arkansas Tech now. About 4.5 remaining in this one. Southern Nazarene trying to pick up win number 21 of the year. 20-6, 17-5 in GAC play.
SNU has absolutely punished Tech on the turnovers. 10 turnovers for Tech. SNU's turned those into 17 points tonight.
Tanner has that one blocked on the way up. Cobb with the loose ball, picks it up and puts it in.
Another great job by Sean Cobb, just being right there on the spot. A good save by Tanner. I think he deflected it back into play right into the lap of Cobb.
Double team, and stepping in for the steal is Sims. Doesn't have numbers, tries to slow down, and has it just simply taken away. Strong. The Crimson Storm had numbers for a moment. They don't anymore. Golson, you just knew he was going to take that shot. He's been open for it all night long. Window closed just enough. And so it slows down. Actually, probably beneficial for the Storm. Let some more time tick off the clock now. Johnson driving in. Sims got a hand on that one. Redirected it just enough. Tanner with the rebound. And down the court, Zenon back in the game. Tanner looking, switches directions. Zenon for three, drains it.
Zenon can get hot. 38 made threes this season. He's made at least 8 times this season. Just hasn't played a lot recently. Played at least 20 minutes in 7 of the first 12 games. That hadn't been on the court for that amount of time since January 4th.
Shot clock down to 10. That one stripped away from Strong. Fights for it back. Shot clock did not reset. Sims with the big time block, and the shot clock ultimately winds down. No, it doesn't. Crimson Storm fans said it needed to be reset, and Golson, of course it was Golson, rattles that one home.
Wow, total miscommunication all the way around, but Golson just the target practice three-pointer. So the officials there ruled that when Zenon saved the ball and tried to throw it off Johnson, that constituted possession.
Exactly.
So when SNU got the ball back, it was a fresh 30 seconds on the shot clock. Cobb, he'd gone to Cobb earlier. Things might be a little bit different because he's continuing to feast here in the second half. He's got 12 now.
He really has, and when you look back on this one, if you're an Arkansas Tech fan, you look back on this one, that's probably one of the what-ifs that will come to mind. If you'd gone to Cobb a little bit more often, and, you know, at what kind of defensive shift would Southern Nazarene have been forced to make if that were the case?
If for no other reason than, hey, just make things different. Yeah. And Cassius Brooks, he's 5 and 19.
It's not been his night. He drives in, and going to be a foul charged. Brooks will go to the line. And foul charge to Henderson. And we are taken to our final media timeout. 1:19 left on the clock. Crimson Storm up by 15. We'll take a break with them one more time.
One of the fastest growing universities in the state and the region, Southeastern Oklahoma State University has classes for bachelor's, master's, and certificate programs. Over 45 degree programs are available with in-person, online, and hybrid options. With a legacy of excellence dating back to 1909, our dedicated faculty and staff are here to make your legacy a great one. Your future starts here at Texoma's University.
How to spot a boll weevil. Boll weevils are a fascinating species. They're known to travel in packs, are highly intelligent, and can thrive in any environment. Each and every boll weevil is unique, and they have unique opportunities. But they all share one common trait. Every boll weevil has a bright future awaiting wherever they go. And that's how you spot a boll weevil. Learn more at uamont.edu.
Coach Downey's squad has about 79 ticks on the clock left in this season, barring something incredible. But again, the Wonder Boys, props to Arkansas Tech for closing out the season strong. It was not the season that Coach Downey wanted. He said he was a little disappointed in the way things fell over the course of the year, but the effort that it took at the end of the year to make it into the conference tournament, you know, that's something, just being in the field makes a difference. You get to be in the postseason.
Yeah, absolutely. And, you know, Tech just couldn't keep the momentum going here tonight. And a lot of that goes to the SNU defense. Tech shooting 36% for the game. They are at 46% in the second half. 7 turnovers in the second half has really spelled doom for Arkansas Tech, as SNU's turned those into 17 points here for the ball game.
And you have a 13-point margin there, and how big is something like that? It's one of those numbers within the numbers.
Yeah, it's huge. Tech just 6 points off 9 SNU turnovers tonight.
Fall away by Bracey, no good. And the rebound, Sims ahead to Brooks. Be interesting to see how the transfer portal affects both of these teams coming into the 25-26 season as well. Sims in the corner for 3, no good, and Cobb can't grab that board. 35 seconds remaining, at least one more trip now for Southern Nazarene. They'll let time tick away.
If you're at the Crimson Storm, you got to be breathing a bit of a sigh of relief getting through this one. I mean, the defending champion as your first round opponent, regardless of how the season's gone, not who you want to draw as the #1 seed, especially when you've had 2 tough physical matchups with them already this season. But SNU has handled this test about as well as you could ask for tonight.
Classy move by the Storm to simply let the clock tick down, and here come the the Wonder Boys, and they're going to watch their season come to a close here. 60-47 is the final from Fort Smith in Southside Arena, as the 1 seed has held serve. Chalk across the board. 2 #2 seeds, 2 #1 seeds advancing from day one. A 13-point win, and you know, Luke, you mentioned it would probably be a little closer in this one than a couple of maybe the blowouts a little bit earlier today, and you're right on. 13 points, the final margin of victory.
It was the smallest margin of victory by 2 points. So,
and yet it still counts.
It still counts as the tightest game of the day, but man, a lot of credit to SNU's defense tonight. They really locked Tech down from the start, made everybody uncomfortable the entire evening, and they didn't let up. There was never a moment in the game where it felt like, hey, SNU's kind of letting up defensively. Tech's got an opportunity here to build in a run to cut down this lead a little bit. It just never came to fruition, and give a lot of credit to SNU. And then SNU found something in the second half, shot 55%. They solved Tech's defense a little bit and knocked down 4 threes in the second half as well. So a great showing for the Crimson Storm here this evening as they advance to Saturday's semifinal.
You know, really, and you look at that too, you mentioned those three-pointers. That was just an area where neither team had success, and in the first half. It's going to finally start to fall for Southern Nazarene. The wind is opening, and really those three-pointers falling, coming at the hands tonight of Jeremy Golson. 5 for 7 behind the arc, 6 for 8 overall for the game. And speaking of Jeremy Golson, he's going to have an opportunity now to visit with our Sierra Clark.
Oh yeah, we got the whole team here. Yeah, but you know, this first half, got the whole team here. The first half was still a challenge for you guys. Arkansas Tech has the best defense in the conference, but you guys found a way. How did you guys find a way to eventually establish that momentum and get?
They played us tough twice this year. They're a good team, well coached. They've got experience here. They won it last year, so we knew it was going to be a tough game. It's going to be all 40 minutes.
And 17 points from you. How did you establish your own momentum to get those good shots?
It's confidence. My teammates believe in me. My coaches believe in me, and that's all I can ask for.
All right, thank you so much, and congratulations.
Is that the Thunder over there?
17 points, which turns out to be a game high tonight for these two teams. 17 points for Golson again, 5 of 7 of them outside the arc, 1 inside the arc. What was he thinking with that shot? 16 points for Stevie Strong tonight, 10 for Barron Bracey, 3 players in double figures for Southern Nazarene. Arkansas Tech has a pair of players in double figures, and Cassius Brooks, who had 10 in the second half, to have 15 on the night. Sean Cobb with those 12 points as well. Final thoughts on the night, Luke, specifically this game?
Well, I think at the end of the day, the trends, you know, we talk about how well Tech was playing, but at the end of the day, you have to look at the full sample size. And the sample size says, hey, Tech has really struggled shooting the ball this season. And that came to fruition tonight. You know, they shot 30% from the three-point line this season. They shot 39% last year. Taylon Peter wasn't shooting 60% from the three-point line last year. A lot of these guys just fell back, and it was just a rough year shooting for Tech. Unfortunate that they weren't able to defend their title, but Crimson Storm with a great first-round win here tonight.
So the top seed gets a measure of vengeance over Arkansas Tech from last year's game, and they will advance in the tournament to be playing on Saturday. A big effort tonight from Southern Nazarene, and not just the women, but the men as well. A 13-point victory over Arkansas Tech. Day 1 is in the books. Day 2 coming up tomorrow. Be sure and be here for that. So for Sierra Clark and Luke McConnell, I'm Joey McWilliams. I want to say thanks for watching from Southside Arena in Fort Smith, Arkansas, here on the GAC Sports Network.